Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe where we're playing Phi Apophasis in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke the GM and we've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Knight, or I'm sorry, not Knight, anything.
Night,
Grimdark.
night dude. Grimdark. We've got CD.
Hey, I'm CD. I play Murray Strickler.
School Nurse.
Here to stab things.
We've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Everett, and I play Piotr, your uh first reason to not get ice in the island, or at least when you need cold drinks.
It make you drink real cold real fast. We've got James.
Hey, I am James. I play Sigrid the Berserker.
We've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara, and I play Abby Nomali from Brooklyn, I think.
Close enough. We've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Violet, a reluctant cat herder.
And yeah, that's everyone. Well, previously there were plans to rob the British Museum. So here we are. Welcome to the British Museum. You're in London, in the British Museum, just off Russell Square, Russell Place it might be called. It is night time. You have dispatched security. You are hacked into their systems. Chase is currently in pretty much complete control. And you don't seem to have alerted the police to your presence. You've got a full
Looks
museum
clear.
to do whatever you want to. You're all currently mentally linked. Chase is on comms, keeping you updated as and when he needs to, and we witty remarks occasionally. He's scrubbing you out of all security footage as it happens. You don't think you've actually been seen by any of the security that you've knocked out or tied up. What are they? Knocked out or tied up or both?
Both.
Yes.
Both, yeah.
Yes. Okay. And I've just
Chemically and physically restrained.
chemically and physically restrained. Very nice. I've stuck them in the security room for now, but they're probably more likely just in this stairwell or something.
That makes sense.
Yep. And there's actually 12 of them, not only 4. So each of these tokens represents 3 chemically, physically restrained fellas.
Well, the artifact that we're after, is going to be in the African sector. I suspect over here-ish.
I thought it was
Zip.
downstairs.
Or
It
is
is
it downstairs?
It is indeed downstairs, and there's not a section for that area on the map.
But there's a way to it.
But there's a way to it pretty easily. You could be there in, 30 seconds after this. I imagine you've each taken out a security detail and met back up in the main room, which is huge. Like, it's a wonder this place hasn't got clouds in it.
Okay.
Abby is
Okay.
currently holding a bag, or not a bag. No, a bag, and then a bottle of chloroform.
Nice.
I don't know if Mary can non-lethally knock people out, so I think she's just trying to remove blood from her face.
Yeah, that
I'm
guy's
sorry, what?
that guy's not waking
What?
up.
You can you can pummel hits are totally a thing.
You can end him rightly.
Yeah, just take the pommel off and throw it at him.
The sword's less a sword and more a mass of energy in the shape of a sword, but okay.
You could have
Great, maybe
made him trip down some
Mary-
stairs, or
There
Either
was
way,
enough of
Mary-
us.
Mary
As soon
wasn't
as
on the
Mary-
neutralizing team.
Quick
Yeah.
flashback.
Same with Piotr.
Mm-hmm.
Piotr's pretty good at neutralizing.
He
Not
is,
silently.
but yeah, just generally walking through the streets of London, it'll set alarm bells off for Piotr.
And we've decided that a little side larceny is to be encouraged, if only because then it sort of spreads out suspicion and reduces the likelihood that they will know where to expect us to show up if they were going to.
Exactly.
Well,
Right
let's-
now, literally nobody knows where we're going next, but
Let's
after this they might.
let's get thing that we let's get things that we came here for, and then we get everything else on way out.
Makes sense. Shall we?
But before I put this away, does anyone want a light hit of it?
Pyotr wonders, moves his head closer and takes a sniff about it. I have a can,
It's a
not sure if
bag
that hit.
covered in chloroform.
Yeah. He got curious.
You have a sniff roll. Roll like
Yeah.
just a tentative sniff. Give me a HT -2.
I have smell. Oh, that's -2, so
It smells like
13.
chemicals, kind of boozy, but
He shakes his head. Ugh, no thanks.
yeah, also a HT -2, please.
-2.
Okay, yeah, you're all right. You like, whoa, you feel yourself go a bit lightheaded, you know, as if you'd been sniffing some glue.
Ooh.
But you don't get knocked out or lose motor control.
All right, well, it goes back
Hey.
in the stash. She shoves it in into her cleavage.
All right,
Mary.
shall we?
Yeah.
Heads
let's-
into the
let's-
enlightenment galleries.
Let's go get thing that we are here for.
Where are you going, Mary?
Stealing the holy thorn.
Could we do the thing we came to do first? Like she
Yeah,
said,
I figured it was on the way.
it's literally the wrong direction.
Like,
It
Aw.
will be on the way out. Let's go get
Fair
thing.
enough.
be really useful if you told me where you're heading in advance, because it's easier to just turn the cameras off before you walk into a room than to scrub the footage afterwards. Chase says.
You need to just turn off all the cameras.
That's a lot less fun, but yeah, sure, alright. That makes sense, I suppose.
Just put it on a loop with something silly.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, silly.
Do you know what
Oh.
that means, Abby?
No idea. I watched that Oceans movie you told me to watch, and so I did.
That one with the handsome guy.
Well,
And-
it's helping
and
with the lingo at least.
It's got a lot of
that guy
handsome
who's
guys in it.
doctor.
Did I use
Hit.
it right?
Clooney?
No, Pitt.
Damon?
The guy with that. No. Look, this all bullshit. Let's go get thing.
Hoa Hakana Ai is quite imposing. It is a 3-meter tall Maori statue.
Well, good thing we brought Pyotr.
We can go around
That's
it.
not what we're taking, yeah.
It weighs 9,000 pounds. And yeah, it's downstairs to the African collection, which is essentially just a large, long gallery, much like the Enlightenment one, except with just a shit ton of African artifacts from all over North Africa. But mainly Ethiopia and Benin. That's where they've got the vast majority of this stuff from. In fact, I think the item you're looking for is Ethiopian. Double checking. It's like a mask, shaped like a lion's head, carved expertly from a metal. I think it might be tin. I'm not sure though. Can't remember off the top of my head. Is it Ethiopia?
I think it's Uganda.
No, it's Ethiopia. It's Mount Wellel. Is where you. It might not have been found in Ethiopia though. To be fair. Although I think it were.
Oh, so much of their shit is miscategorized.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's totally
Every
fair.
time they do an audit, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is totally wrong."
But yeah, you know directly exactly where it is. You walk up to the display case, and
Mhm.
the spot where it should be is empty. There's even an ever so slight, impression in the fabric, as if it was there very recently.
frowns.
Chase says, "What the fuck? Where is
Yeah, can you find out where it is?
it?" Yeah, I'm looking.
Look backwards.
I'm doing it. Okay. This item was moved 3 days ago.
Well, that's good.
It is currently... Huh, he says. One moment.
At least it wasn't stolen.
There is another location, not on the blueprints for this building, I believe. Proceed to security. I think I'm opening a door.
Interesting.
All
And
right.
yeah, if you head back to the security area,
But before that, Luke, are
Yep.
the alarms all turned off?
yeah, everything that Chase has got access to is turned off, and
Are there
Chase
pretty
is...
pretties around?
We'll do the shopping spree later. Priorities.
There are pretty pretties around. It would be super easy to grab them as you walk past, even.
Yeah,
sort of.
that's totally what's happening, and then she's putting them on.
Just random bits of jewelry that are available.
Yep.
Is she? She's not like breaking open cases.
No,
or
no,
anything
yeah.
like that.
I'm guessing it's just the loose open stuff you're going for.
I mean, if there's time to break a case.
There's...
Abby could break a case in 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, you could smash a case immediately.
I think even during that conversation, when they're looking at it and figuring out where it is, that happens.
Smashes a case.
Abby, what the hell?
There was a crown that I needed. Look at this thing.
Wait till. Just wait. That
An
could have been
alarm
alarmed.
starts going off. Boop, 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 and then stops. And Chase says, "Sorry about that. Some of these cabinets seem to have separate alarms."
See? Mr. Man's got it. Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. Stop breaking things until we're ready.
We're getting an echo from someone.
Yeah,
That's
I'm hearing
probably
that
me.
too.
Echo,
Terrace,
echo,
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I'll fix it.
Get to fixing. What were I gonna say? I've lost myself. Yeah, I don't know if that alerted the police. I don't think so. I think that's more for the security, and you've dealt with them, right?
Yes.
Yep, all 12.
In theory.
Still in the stairway, still sleeping soundly.
So like as we're walking up, Sigurd just is like, raiding Saxons used to be simpler. Not always easier, but simpler.
Alright. Well, when you get back into the security room, one of the entire consoles has shifted slightly and revealed a corridor to a stairwell and service elevator.
Well, that's interesting.
Quite.
It's not all modernized like the current building either. Like, it looks fairly Victorian, this stairwell. Old stone slabs.
Um.
And there's a cold draft coming up out of it.
Go check it out.
Head straight down.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we're leaving our security thing though, so masks up
and-
and such.
and she's gonna kind of sneak her way down there,
You
like at the front.
make your way down, and you will see, after a couple of flights, there is a big, heavy metal door leading through to another location, and the stairs carry on further down. And there's an old subway sign pointing down the stairs.
You guys see this?
Mm-hmm. Coming up.
There is
Down, I guess.
a camera with a light still blinking, but you did manage to not get in its eye line.
Chase, is this off the network?
It must be on a different one to their upstairs network. It's not even referenced anywhere.
Um,
How are
I-
people at not being seen by cameras?
Some of us pretty good.
Amazing
over
at
at
it. No
the
one's ever
fair.
seen anything.
Well,
Perfect.
if you put my brick on that camera, our person might get access. But I can't just walk up to the camera.
nor I. Well, I could, bump it so it's pointing a different direction without being seen.
Is there a way to solid snake your way kind of close and underneath it?
Yeah, I think so. I'd want a stealth
Luke.
at like a -5 for that. Go on, Abby.
My question was, could I just reach to the ceiling and above all of it? Because I doubt it has ceiling coverage, and then just connect the thing via stretching?
Yeah, you absolutely could. Just stretch your arm up and around its vision.
Then that's what I do. What do you need me to roll?
Probably that same stealth check.
Yeah, stealth. Maybe not at -5 if you're doing it that way. Just at a -2. I'd also take sleight of hand, I think. Straight up.
Neither of which I have, so I'll take the -2 on Dex.
Stealth -2. But that is a fucking amazing dexterity roll. So yeah, you manage it. Brick goes onto camera. Chase says, okay, that one's off. Holy shit. It's a vault. This thing's got a fancy door.
Awesome.
There must be some good shit in here. Like, wow.
Electronic lock or mechanical?
Bit of both. I'm working on electronic now.
Fyodor.
Yes.
So the other side of this door is the stairwell that you're in.
Just sort of point at a section of the door. I'm like, make that as cold as you can. Super brittle. And he pulls out his little pocket torch.
Is this for the full vault door?
Yeah.
Aye. So he tells you that the cameras are down and you can walk in.
Which door you want me to make brittle? This one?
The vault door, yeah.
Okay, just gonna try that. Would that be an attack with cold? Would that be a create or a control cold? How do you want to do this, Lloyd? Look.
Make it cold. How do you make things cold? As cold as possible.
Control?
Well, if it is as cold as possible, I could use the malediction, which actually makes things weaker. I think I'll try that. And
I think mechanically, what you've got that changes temperature is only temperature control, right? I mean, the other things make ice as a nuisance effect.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that maybe the temperature control with the affliction of Blizzard Storm might be able to do that. Since
Well,
it takes away dexterity and hit points. So would it take away hit points from the vault? Would it make it brittle?
Yeah, I mean, it's got injury tolerances for being a door, but I don't know if they'd affect that. But the question was, can it be made cold? And temperature control makes things cold, yes.
It just takes a while.
Well, I would not only be making it just cold, I would be maledicting it like anything else to make it brittle. If I could.
Pretty sure you can maledict a straight up door.
Okay.
I just need to check what its HP and stuff is.
Okay. He not even touches the bolt, and it starts to get like 20 degrees Celsius colder as the door starts to brittle and weaken. I'd say slower, but doors don't move.
Perfect.
Backs a little bit away from the bear because I imagine the whole area is getting a little cold next to him.
Yes, like 2 yards. If you have, well, you have a coat crew, it probably starts to get frosty or snowy, since it actually
Mhm.
makes ice and a storm around him, with him at the center. So snow, slush, ice, whatever you want.
How much damage does it do?
No damage from Pyotr.
Okay.
It's a debuff.
What is the debuff?
Minus 5 dexterity, minus 10 HT.
Minus 10 HT. Radio. That's
So the
the
hope is he freezes the bar and then somebody else is gonna, or maybe he just punches the thing and breaks it.
I can give it a hit with
Yeah.
my hammer, unless Grim wants to do it with something better.
Fair.
Well, I had my torch, but yeah, actually, at this point, it's pretty obvious that Grimdark has no idea what he's doing. So
And let's
Well,
just clarify. So, as you can see from the map,
Burp.
the door from the stairwell led into a small corridor where there is iron bars separating from a huge vault door. This iron barred door is indeed locked. And it looks like that's where Pyotr's currently making it cold. But I feel like Grimdark might think the vault door itself is being made cold.
yep.
A quick question:
Yep.
Could
Wait,
Pyotr
iron
not
bars?
Let the quick question happen first, please.
Sorry.
could Pyotr just use his control or create ice in order to just kind of force the pins of the lock up as like a key?
It'd still
With
require
a
a
lock
lock
picking
picking
check.
roll, yeah.
Okay.
and
I was
yes,
just
no
thinking it just
luck picking.
force ice in there and just make it grow to as much as it can. It'll eventually get the pins up.
This
You
barred
probably
door
just get frozen.
itself does have a very fancy lock on it, a mechanical one. I mean, Abby can slip right through the bars. She's already done so.
You guys having trouble getting in there?
Oh, just trying to break it. Do you think you can give it a good whop?
Or lock picking if anybody's good at that.
No.
Why did my character sheet? There's a chance I'll be good at it.
But you have a chainsaw, don't you, Abby?
Yeah, I do. It's good at cutting things.
Sorry. In character.
Would you think you can chainsaw these bars off? I just made them a little bit brittle.
Don't have to ask me twice, honey. She pulls out the chainsaw from her cleavage and starts it up.
Sigrid also like holds up her M40 grenade launcher and is like, "I have other solution."
Well, if we're gonna do that, I got solution too.
Let's stop escalating. All of these solutions will work.
Yeah.
Can I try something first before we fire up the big loud chainsaw? Kadeem pulls out his whip.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
Abby, you might want to back up.
Everybody
Fine,
hears
I'm
on
gonna
the
do.
everybody hears on the mind link. Do 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 do.
Do you have forced entry?
I have a skill.
If you don't have forced entry, straight up just roll the melee attack, please. It'd be like at a +4. Yep, you hit the door.
Yeah, I got my bombs.
Oh, you want me to roll damage? That's what that pause was for.
Sorry. Yeah. 11. Armor divisor 10.
And then I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult to wrap my whip around and then start pulling it taut, right?
Oh yeah, no, you could have entangled with that roll for sure. Starts cutting into the bars. Does it do that like every second?
Yep.
Okay, so after about 3 or 4, maybe 5 seconds, clunk will cut through the bar, and I feel like you were going for the lock area. And yeah, that door swings open. The frozen bolt falls out the top half as it does so. Abby seems to be piling up a big pile of explosives.
Not piling per se. No piling.
Abby,
Getting
Yeah,
behind
honey?
the door. Getting over here.
do you have any idea what you're doing?
Of course I know what I'm doing. She is holding a lit stick of dynamite, licks her fingers and squeezes it out.
Uh,
You don't
i-
trust me?
is what you're doing make a giant explosion or opening a door carefully?
It's
Yes.
going to make giant explosion.
So
Well-
there might be very important, very breakable things right behind that door.
Yep. It's going to make giant explosion.
Also,
I have idea.
which side of that door do you think's better protected from explosions? This side or that side?
Hey Luke.
Mm-hmm.
I followed up her explosives roll.
Oh wow, you did.
Because I have all the explosives out and ready.
You could tut and shake your head, Sigrid.
Yeah, Sigurd's like, no, that's just going to make giant explosion and not even get through door. Here, I have idea, and like start seeing if there's a way that this is even gonna work.
With the amount of explosives and variety that Abby's bought, you think yes. Chase is telling you that he can't open that door on his own. He's got like half of the electronic codes deciphered, and he thinks he can spoof biometrics because it does have a hand and eye scanner as well. But Sigrid, you reckon you can make a hole big enough for even Piotr to crawl through with these explosives?
Okay. Well, Sigurd will get that ready, and just say this plan B. See if you can do it quiet way.
I could try stabbing it.
I could try to weaken the vault.
Or we could try biometric thing.
Damn
I
it.
doubt anybody here overnight is going to have access to this.
I think he was just talking about the biometrics for turning off the electronic locks.
Oh yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah, either the sword or the ice or both sounds good to me.
Yeah, probably the ice and then the sword. And while you guys are at that, I will take Abby upstairs and we will sort of channel her more destructive impulses into looting some easier to carry items. Mostly I'm
Sounds
keeping
good.
her away from the explosives.
Sounds like a good idea, actually.
And Kadim is going to use this to this opportunity to also repatriate some items that that he feels particularly strong about.
Quite.
Yeah, you guys can see the eye rolling, but yeah.
I want to know what's behind the door. You kind of have to drag her away if you're taking her.
Yeah, oh
She's
yeah,
not-
I will absolutely
she's-
drag.
She does that
We,
like the kind of taller thing where she grabs onto things, but not really fighting against you.
Try
they'll
not to
they'll
break
let us know
stuff.
when it's time.
Okay. Give me searches, I think, Abby and Grimdark.
Not something I'm good at. What's that default to?
Perception -5, I want to say. Double check in. Yeah, you find what you're looking for on your list very easily, Kadim. And
Uh,
then you come across other stuff as well.
Yeah, Abby, how much stuff can you carry? Can you put things in your, like, snatcher rope?
I mean, just hand me stuff. I'll tell you when I'm full up.
Well, I'm talking about the Parthenon sculptures.
There are a lot of those.
How big are they? Or how much
Uh,
they weigh?
some of them are quite heavy. Like altogether, it'll be way more than you can carry. The lightest ones, I have no idea. Maybe £100.
I can only fit
Are they?
120.
That's fine. We'll take
Pounds
some of
in
the
my boob
smaller
space.
items.
Maybe less than that. Maybe like 20 to 50 pounds are some of the smaller ones. I'll say the smallest is only 17 pounds. I'll be nice.
Kadim is focusing on things with
Rich
cultural
cultural
significance. Yeah.
My max load is 1,875 pounds. My light load is, light load is 250 pounds.
So if it's going in a sack, she can carry quite a bit. If it's going in the tits, not so much.
It's
But
enough.
granted,
And
at that max load, I'm moving at 1, so...
I won't load you up quite that much, and we'll, Kadim can carry some stuff too. Maybe grab a bag, and we can carry it down together to give to Piotr.
I actually think I
maybe
can lift more than Piotr.
Well, yeah, but we gotta spread it around, you know. Maybe we'll take it
Gotcha.
down to that subway stop and like stash it there.
You guys want to take Mari with you as well? I think she wanted to grab something.
Yeah.
There was talk of
I was-
stabbing up the door, but I think that is
Yeah.
misguided. I'm not sure what you were intending to achieve.
Using her super powerful cutting blade to cut a hole in the door.
Okay, cut all the way through. Gotcha.
Yeah. Less stabbing and more just slicing until it works, like a lightsaber.
Yeah, just show us a damage because we know you can hit it.
Can I use strong for this?
Yeah, There's it's not gonna fight back.
Okay,
You
so
don't
that's
think?
one. Yeah. So add 23 to the damage.
Wow. Armor Divisor 2. Let me get back to my tables. So it's got like a good 70 DR, which becomes like 35 for your slice. And then per hex, it's got per hex it's got like 156-ish DR.
I'm not sure you guys are going to have time to get up the stairs to loot.
What's
Well,
happening?
We had time while Piotr was freezing the place. Like it takes a while to lower the temperature of that much mass, I would think.
No, it only takes him a second. Every second I can lower the temperature by 20 degrees.
No matter what it is.
No matter what it is.
Well, it's the ambient temperature around him. So
Okay,
it'd
well
take a
then,
bit longer
yes.
for the door to get colder as well, but
But it does get brittle. Not sure if it stacks though if I do it twice on them, or it's only just a flat 10 minus 10.
Are you guys talking about two different powers? The
Yeah.
temperature lowering ambient power and then the power that weakens things?
they linked.
It's the
as-
same one.
Yeah,
it's the
they,
same one.
Fair.
they linked and both get used at the same time every time. Roll me sword skill at a -10, please, Mary. -10 to just actually cut a hole deep enough in the same sort of places to make something that someone could crawl through. Success by 2.
You success.
It's gonna take you a while. You're gonna get pretty tired, I think. But in about 30 minutes, Mary can make a hole. Roll HT, please, Mary.
One second. Does very fit? I always forget what very fit does.
Very fit means you lose HT at half the rate and regain one every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes
Okay.
when you're
It also
resting.
helps with death rolls.
Yeah, and you've got like a +2 on just about every mundane HT check.
Would this count?
Yeah.
Success by 8.
Yeah, you lose a couple of FP, only 2, because you're so tough and you swing carefully. But in 30 minutes, Mary cuts through the door.
Perfect. That should be just around the time that Abby and I come down the stairs.
I keep telling you we should grab one of those mummies, but no.
Did you guys grab the holy thorn for me?
I left the reliquary where it is. Trust me, you don't want it. It's a fake.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
the hole is like just big enough for Piotr to crawl through. Everyone else can kind of step through it. It is a bit of a mess inside. The cutting of the door seems to have created a fair bit of debris in this area. Seems to have set off some kind of like fire suppression system. When you finally get through, a lot of gas rushes out, like dark smoke stuff. But it clears fairly quickly, and it doesn't look like anything else major's gone on in there other than the mess you've made in this little area.
Anything on infrared or hyperspectral wavelengths?
Similar question.
This room off to the left is warmer than the others. But other than that, it's all quite uniform.
All right, look around. We're looking for a mask and/or researchers.
Do you just want a search roll from everybody?
Yeah, pretty much. At like a +3.
Would observation help better, or
No.
Perception -5 or criminology -5.
Perception or criminology -2 or search +3. It's right there.
Aha!
There's windows pointing through to a room that is clearly like more of a lab area with some display cases also, and propped up on the table is a metallic lion mask that is glowing quite brightly. And
That
I'm
explains
totally
why
putting
they
that
moved
thing
it.
on.
kind of supernaturally.
Yeah, good point.
And what are these things in here?
All sorts of random little bits. There's some bones. They don't look like human bones. There are some really fancy but delicate and old-looking pieces of jewelry. There are some scraps of ancient paper with a language you don't know written on them. You'd probably recognize the language though, Grimdark.
What language is it? Or is it just
it's some
ex-ancient language?
ex-ancient language? Sumerian, we'll say. That's one that gets
Wouldn't be on paper.
fair enough. Cuneiform is that? What?
Start snagging all the pocket-sized things.
Do be careful with that stuff. We don't know what it is.
This is the private and secret collection of the British Museum. Whatever it is invaluable. We'll figure
Right,
out what later.
that's why I'm asking you to be careful with it when you pick it up. Like, that was more for everybody else, but
Are there any? Oh, go ahead.
like,
Any
don't
swords?
just throw the parchments into a bag, anybody.
There are swords.
Actually, there's probably carrying cases here for everything.
Exactly.
There are, in fact.
Can I put the mask on?
No.
No?
That door's still closed at the minute. It's not got a handle visible of any kind either. And there's no sort of panel on the side or anything.
Actually, see if you can find any notes on that stuff you're grabbing. I'd rather not have it be lost to time because we didn't bring the label.
There are indeed big, hefty files for every item stored in lockers underneath the cabinets.
Are
Take it
there
all.
any?
Go ahead.
Are there any like ancient Persian stuff in here? Because that's where the sword's from. So it would be curious.
He's having you look at everything, but no, there's nothing significant in here that I recognize. Flesh bag.
Yeah, fair enough.
There is one single computerized panel in the room over at the entrance.
Is it like a display panel or...
Yeah, it's got a little screen and 11 or whatever however many digits it is underneath. And that's another big heavy door at the back, grim dark, but that one's got its own access panel on it.
Get Chase to work on it.
Would you mind having him work on this door first?
I suppose. I thought you had your little brick thing.
Yes.
It were on
That's
the
what gives him
camera outside, but that didn't connect to the stuff in here.
Can Chase work on the door from without the brick? I assume that's what he was using.
Stick the brick on something. Anything in here, please.
Do it.
Alright. Opening doors, cabinets, unlocking everything. Someone knows you're in here. Probably everyone.
Then let's hurry. Damn it.
That would be advisable.
Yeah, Violet punches the window next to her. It's probably a pretty solid window, though.
That door slides open as soon as Chase got plugged in.
That was a frustration punch, not a hurrying punch. She's pissed.
Got you. Bong.
Is that actually gold back there?
No, that's not on the map, but this vault map had gold on it.
I mean, there might be gold in the vault. We haven't opened the door.
Yeah, that door also opens, and yeah, there is some gold in there, but not that amount.
A brick of gold is getting slid down her shirt or her into her brassiere, because there's no way she's not taking a gold brick.
Yep.
Everybody just start ferrying stuff down to the subway tunnel.
Killer starts carrying the biggest and heaviest things.
Aye.
Keep rolling my history here. And again, the artifacts that seem to have the highest cultural significance in this vault, or anything that might have some sort of a curiosity to it, which I suspect there are several things here that might.
Yeah.
He says a bunch of people, and Sigurd like pulls out her shotgun and starts setting up a load.
Non-lethal, please, ma'am.
I think he meant the people know we're here, not people are literally on their way. Like,
yes, but
alarms have gone off.
Alright, so Violet, you walk into the room with a mask.
Mm-hmm. Looking to see if it has like carrying cases or anything like that.
There is a case under the desk, yeah.
Alright. Break it out, put it on the table, and start getting it ready to be put in there.
As you approach it, you can hear whispers. You can't quite make out what they're saying, but there are definitely whispers coming from the mask area.
Fucking curses.
Mary, likewise, you can hear. It's like it's like a group of people all whispering a chant, slightly syncopated.
Huh.
Kind of catch
No, I
yourself
really want to put that thing on.
staring into its glowing eyes.
Mary isn't stupid enough to just want to instantly grab that.
I think Violet's carefully hustling it into its case, probably.
That's the intention. But that doesn't mean there's not dramatic or comedic timing involved in games.
Exactly.
You know what? Fuck it. Mary will touch it. Give it a little poke.
Yeah, what is she gonna get double possessed?
Yes.
It's possible.
Possibly. We
Uh,
might have a fight between two entities beyond mortal ken.
Or they might both
Roll-
agree that it's good to destroy everything.
Roll the higher of HT or IQ, please. Very fit will not apply for this one.
They're exactly the same, so I'll just roll IQ.
Success by 2. I think this is a quick contest, right? Or I think a success means you just win. I think a success means you just win and you're alright. But you feel somewhat weird. More than a static shock. The whispers... It's hard to explain. It's as if they were shouting for a second, but not really. Just like you blink and something had changed.
Whoa! Hey, sword, demonic or holy?
Well, don't touch it, man. Please.
Not of... holy, this one thinks.
Okay, good to know. Oh, that was weirdly loud for a second.
And Piotr, you're currently carting stuff downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean this in the nicest way, but please don't touch it. You're like literally the most vulnerable to this kind of stuff of anybody I've ever met.
I've been told my soul is like raw clay.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I
she
touch it?
hasn't. No one has told her that.
Please don't touch it.
I want to touch it so bad.
Either it will do nothing or it will do something terrible.
Mary will grab Abby. Alright, come on.
But it's a mask.
It's a holy mask with powers beyond mortal ken. As
Thought
speaking
you
with
did the
soul,
case.
another object with with power beyond mortal ken. Don't touch it. Unless you're prepared to grab it entirely. For a good cause, mind you.
Sigrid and Fen, what are you doing right now?
Sigrid and Fen are down by the hole, getting ready for whoever's coming to our hole.
Gotcha.
It might be time to enact our plan B.
Blow the door.
Explosions?
Make the exit bigger.
Call the police and let them know that we have explosives strapped to our hostages if they try and breach the building.
Theater size.
Let's
Like-
try to get out first.
Right. Well, not surprised, but like clearly disturbed.
But we don't have explosives actually strapped to them. We're just trying to delay the police's or military or MI5 or whoever is going to be busting down those doors for as long as possible. If they think there's innocent lives at stake.
We just received our initial inquiry from some police force. I don't know who's making this inquiry. It's coming into the museum systems. They want a response immediately. I can attempt to mimic them.
You could do a
Audrey.
British accent.
Give it to Violet. Let Violet do the talking. She's always better at talking than any of us.
I could patch through if that's what you want.
Violet,
What?
you okay with this?
But I don't even know who you're patching me through to. What are they asking for?
They're just
the-
calling. They're not asking yet. It's a secure line that started ringing. I don't know who's on the other end, but it's almost certainly a police force of some type.
Who are they calling?
The
And
security team.
oh, right. Yeah, go ahead and patch me through. She's gonna look upstairs and try to dig into one of those unconscious guys' heads for passcodes and such.
Okay. Give me a mental shenanigans.
All right, that was a decent roll.
Yeah, that is a good roll. Yeah, you get a couple of protocols. So
Can somebody else get the mask then? I can't do all this at the same time.
I
Yep.
can snag the mask.
No.
Steps like in between Abby as she's reaching out her hand.
why did this take so long? Is everything all right? Go on,
Everything's okay, just a little embarrassing.
What's going on underground? We've got alarms in places we should never have alarms.
Does this person know about the underground system?
It seems like it. Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
The whisper mask thing. It's getting louder.
All right, we send in Beefeater.
All right, just be discreet.
Prepare to meet at subway entrance. We'll also dispatch a couple of units to handle reception for you.
All right, we'll be there in about 5.
Perfect. Beefeater's en route now. ETA 10 minutes. Be ready
Sounds
for
good.
her.
All right, guys. Good news and bad news. The bad news is they're on their way. The good news is they're not necessarily in a giant rush. So let's hurry and use an alternate exit from the subway.
Damn it.
Oh, I was about to pull out a hand car.
There's a lot of stuff already, like, Piotr's already piled up 2 full loads down by the subway, I think.
Yeah, I feel like we need to use the subway.
Well, then hurry, because you've got like 5 minutes before they show up.
Luke,
Well, then let's go.
I'm trying to pull out a hand car.
As in...
And failing. What do I pull out?
Uh,
You know those ones that you like, they go on the train tracks and 2 people on either side pull the little lever?
yeah, that's what you were after.
That's what I was after.
Yeah, I think you just get, like, a toy train.
I throw it on the subway.
There is...
And go, all right.
There is a single subway car here already. It's very old and crappy looking, but it's like parked up on the tracks. This is clearly some weird like off loop that's not ever used by the actual subway, but is just off the Piccadilly line.
Oh, did I not pick that as a skill? I'm just realizing I would absolutely have boating and or train conductor.
Oh yeah, you've for sure
Awesome.
got like train operator skills.
I have those 2 skill points left. Will you okay me to retroactively take both boating and train car?
I will, but they're gonna be at like TL6 or TL7 or whatever.
Which is great, because
Perfect.
that's
No-
probably
Yeah, I was
what
gonna
this
say.
TL is.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is so yeah, it is an older TL as well.
I don't have the books open. Does anyone have a page number for that? Or
I'm on.
crap, I don't even have the
He's
well,
boating.
I'm on my
writing,
laptop. I don't
or-
even have my thing. Could someone just copy paste the information? Because I realize I don't even have
The
books on my
your
laptop.
no worries.
I don't.
So I think I don't even know what it'd be for train driver.
Neither do I.
Profession conductor.
Tracked. Driving tracked.
Driving,
Any
I like it.
any vehicle that moves on tracks.
but would that not be a tank?
Half track
Yeah,
or
that's
yeah,
tanks.
yep, that is exactly what that is.
Maybe it's under engineer.
I don't think so.
No.
I would take profession conductor or profession
train driver.
whatever.
Maybe an
Well-
expert skill.
Because it's not like you're going to
well-
be making checks to like turn or outmaneuver things.
I don't know, I think it can be pretty complicated to drive an old-timey train.
Well, right, but it's less of a driving thing and more of a knowing the procedures and.
Yeah.
Heavy wheels. Oh, no, does not move on. Locomotive. There it is. Driving locomotive.
Driving locomotive.
All right. Yeah. What's
DX
the
average.
DX average? Thank you.
Maybe IQ average for a train. A skill? Question mark. Kadim rolls a skill.
It might be a skill.
Yeah, Kadim's got it. We're good.
So you
He's
load
driven
everything
this.
I already took it.
onto the train.
Load everything onto the train. Get Pyotr making ice on the tracks in the direction I'm expecting Beefeater to be coming from.
Do you want me to like block the path? I could also like cover the whole way they're coming from, if it helps.
Yeah, just block the track, or maybe like put it in between the tracks so you push them apart a little bit and just derail the car when they hit it.
Hey Chase, do you have any intel on Beefeater?
Beefeater is British metahuman. Here you go. Yeah. She's an acrobat. She's a highly skilled martial artist. She's incredibly robust. What else do you need to know?
Kind of tactics she favor?
Sneaky. Ambush. I'm not sure she'll be coming by train, even if she is meeting you here.
Okay,
Okay.
well just block it up as much as you can, and let's get out of here as quick as we can.
Okay.
Towards Heathrow.
Want me to give you a create check?
Yeah, it's HT, I believe, right?
Yes.
You make ice. You make lots of ice.
Okay. Yeah, he covers the track like yes. I lose 2 FP.
Quite. That's how many pounds are ice in one
1
use?
ton.
A ton. 2,000 pounds. Cool. Cool. And you set the train off, right?
I think both of us are fighting for the controls because we both rolled.
Kadim turned it all on, I think, got everything up and running, and then stepped away, and you've sat in the driver's seat since.
Is it like a one pilot thing, or they can 2 pilot and help each other?
There's only a single seat.
Kadim is leaning over her shoulder and giving helpful but unhelpful advice.
Mansplaining. He's mansplaining.
That's fair.
She's gonna do that like slappity slap, like not in the face, but you know that like arm flaily thing, like go away, and then pull out a conductor's hat and slap it on.
You start gaining speed. You get up to about 40 miles an hour. You're leaving the place behind you. You're heading south towards Heathrow. You quite quickly join the line. You have no idea if there's other trains on it or what direction they might be going.
I hope we do shortly have an idea as we ask our Overwatch person to get into the train schedules.
Indeed, Chase can do that for you. I'm wondering if the tube even runs at like certain times of night, you know?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't, only because on my one trip to England, we were sitting and waiting for them to open the station at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for certain services stop at a certain time of night, and it could well be after that time anyway. So yeah, Chase will inform you services have stopped on the Piccadilly line, thank fuck, because otherwise you would be already have collided with another train, Chase tells you.
London Underground trains generally run between 5 a.m. and midnight, Monday to Saturday.
Oh, thank you for that bit of information there. Coin, sir. Alright, yeah, I need a map of a train car now. How about we take a quick
Quick
break?
break? Quick break.
Sure.
We'll be right back in 5 minutes. We're back. Did I unmute us before I said blah 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 blah? Who knows?
Oh.
So it's been what? 10 minutes. You're probably laughing. If you've got champagne, you're probably popping it right now. I don't know.
Absolutely not. We're on train tracks, and they know we were there.
So you're
You
off
keep
scot-free.
hearing from the front. Checka, 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 choo choo.
There is a horn. There is a legit horn on the train if you want to engage that.
Do
No.
not.
What I want. Fine.
There's a decent pile of loot. I want to say like 3 big sacks of loot.
Comically marked with a pound symbol.
Yep, swag. A couple of them say.
Oh, Abby, if she knew we were getting this, she would have gotten those custom made.
Custom made swag and $sign bags.
Yeah.
Alright, well, at that moment that you're not popping champagne bottles, is anyone generally looking backwards?
Sigurd is.
I am.
Grimdark is not.
You'd
Actually-
want to be in that actual room, but you can have the door
Oh,
wide
yeah.
open.
That makes sense.
Piotr could if they asked him to take art.
Could what?
If they asked Piotr to take art, he would be going and check behind them.
It looks like Sigrid and Mary are
Okay.
pretty adamantly staring backwards. Give me vision checks, Sigrid and Mary.
Shit.
Success by
remembered.
6.
Success by 6.
That's pretty good. You think? Wow, that's even better. Oh, cause of your fancy goggles, Sigrid.
Yep.
Yeah, so you definitely spot it. And Mary, you see like a light appear in the distance when you're on a straight bit of tunnel, but then it blinks out pretty much as soon as you saw it. Sigrid, it's someone on a motorbike approaching very quickly.
We got company.
Cops or
Um,
vigilantes?
Wild guess that this is Beefeater. And then Sigurd will grab her shotgun and smash that glass out.
Awesome. Yep. Train's currently doing about 40 mile an hour.
Hey, pilots, can we turn?
Do you not know how trains work?
I do. Is there a fork in the tracks coming up at some point that we can direct ourselves down?
We could change line.
Like, I'd rather that they not realize we're actually going to the airport.
There's a turn coming up that you'll hit in about 2 minutes, Chase says.
Okay, 2 minutes, but we're still gonna have to fight them or get them off our tail somehow.
Oh yeah, totally.
So they're about 50 meters out, Sigrid and Mary. Uh, now that you've smashed the window out, you can hear the bike roaring behind you, even over the massive loud noise of the subway train clattering. She's still got her headlights off. She could have closed the distance fully, but she seems to be holding back.
Don't try launching a grenade at her.
Well, give me just a second, sorry. Sorry, our dinner literally just got here right after the break ended.
No worries. Yeah, that would have been better timing.
All right. I'm sorry. The question was if I wanted to launch a grenade at her?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to launch a grenade at her, but I do want to launch a grenade at, like, the ground in front of her. Like, see if we can't knock her off her bike.
Did you take any of the thermobaric rounds? Or rather, did Guy leave you any?
Sigurd can make them, and yes.
Because I think that overpressure would be really useful right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's lob a thermobaric grenade, like, at the tracks in front of her, like the ground in front of her. I don't know what the distance is.
50 meters-ish is where she's holding back.
Okay. That's the wrong character sheet. 50 meters minus 8 plus 4. Is minus 4 for, like, the hexes in front of her.
So it'll fire off. Just before it lands, you do think it looks like she's taking a dodge maneuver to get out of the way.
Vehicular dodging.
She's alright at it. Show me the damage for that. That'll be explosive incendiary, right?
I don't think it's incendiary, and I'm fairly sure it does double knockback.
Crushing explosive incendiary.
Oh.
The bike swerves, she goes into a wheelie, drops back quite a bit. You lose sight of her in the smoke.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Because the train then turns a corner. And she's too far back to see. Chase says, coming up on the switch, are we changing lines?
I would say no, but switch the tracks to make it look like we did.
Alright. There goes our exit. Tracks switched.
What do you mean there goes our exit?
You've gone past where the line were.
Oh, yeah, right. Cool.
Like, as you go past the hole in the tracks, you'd probably just catch a glimpse of it as it whizzes past. And, oh god, that's a terrible roll. Sigrid and Mary, you both see her emerge from round a corner, accelerating fast. Trying to close distance. She's only 20 meters away.
Okay.
You wearing a helmet?
Yes.
Is it a really tall helmet?
No.
Sigurd plunks another one.
Going.
Same deal, like hexes in front of her.
Yeah. Oh, that's a better dodge.
Kadeem pulls out his tonfas.
I'm cinematic in it somewhat. She speeds off underneath it. You like blow up a section of track behind her. Then she gets to about here and just straight up leaps off the bike
Onto the roof or into the window?
through the window.
I should have said I was holding my sword ready to slice her if she came in.
Go for it.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, she'd be there right now. But oh no, your reach is probably one, right?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Fucking hell.
Fuck.
Hi. Bye.
Don't forget to back that up.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
17. DR divided by 2 after armor divisor.
Should that be location or the crit? That should be the crit.
That was backup.
Yeah, roll location as well, please. Straight torso. And this is a slash, a swing cut. Yep.
Cutting.
Sorry. Critical hit table 17. The target's DR protects at half value. Round down. After applying any armor divisors. So, armor divisor 2. I don't think.
So basically, divide her armor by 4.
Yeah, she could be pretty fucked right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Leave it to us to do that.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, she's dead. You chop her in half.
Actually, I had a more comedic version of this in my head.
I might allow it, but you're not Abby.
Oh, fair enough.
So your deaths come out a bit more grisly on average.
I mean, still propose it, please.
Yeah, still, please propose it.
Mary just sees her jumping and just points her sword up, and she just jumps on the sword itself.
Oh, yeah, no,
through her chest.
I'm absolutely fine with that. So you pretty much point it, and as she jumps off the bike and leaps in, she just lands on it. It goes in her, out the back, and then cuts her in half as she falls against the wall.
Huh.
And goes limp.
Mari, what the hell?
She was jumping at me?
That's a cop!
ACAB, all cops are bad.
Yep, even Beefeater.
Not you, my fuzzy. We love you.
How did you get job as teachers?
School nurse.
Is she dead?
Top half flies away from the bottom half.
Yeah. You see guts spilling lots of blood. Like, Fen takes a couple of steps back from the blood that is pooling out.
Sigrid, do something.
Can,
They've dead.
can you not like slap it together like with blood?
I don't think that's going to help here.
I have no idea.
No, she dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fix death.
Mari, put away the sword.
Okay.
There's a wisp of smoke coming from her helmet. And then suddenly a fair bit of smoke and it smells like melting, burning plastic.
Can I just kick her head out the window?
You can kick like the whole body out the window. You can see that the helmet seems to have set itself on fire, or been set on fire somehow.
Do you want to throw her out the window here, or do you want to maybe investigate that?
It
Find out what's. Yes, investigate
lights
it.
up suddenly, like her head is on fire now.
Okay, maybe we do push her out now.
Okay. Mary's just gonna toss her out.
I think maybe the Brits are low-jacking their metas.
You see the flame disappear behind the train. You turn a corner and it's gone.
Well, let's hope that isn't like a Phoenix type thing where she resurrects in a couple minutes. That'll be awkward.
Let's hope it is like a Phoenix thing.
Because that would mean she is not dead.
I thought we were really clear about the not killing thing about this mission.
Eh?
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea was not to create an international incident.
You launched thermobaric grenades at her.
Yes, but it was not to kill her. It was to stop her.
So now a hero is dead because we got sloppy.
Trains chugging along the tracks. At this speed,
Yes.
you can reach Heathrow in 10 minutes. We may have people waiting for us there, though.
We can have this conversation later. Try not to kill anyone else.
There are other turns we could take coming up. You can also access service tracks. I would recommend abandoning the train car.
Yeah, just get us close enough to a ride that we can either steal a car or walk to the plane, I guess.
Maybe we abandon plane altogether. Steal boat.
The plane is, I believe, a hypersonic invisible shuttle.
Yeah, we don't have to meet it at the airport.
Give me another
We
train
we can do an
driving
alternate pickup location or something.
skill, please.
Come
Abby.
right up. What the hell?
And Chase will tell you.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, if you take these turn-ins, I can get you above ground. This line connects to the surface. Based on chatter, I don't think there's anyone around there right now.
Perfect.
And it takes about another 10 minutes. And yeah, suddenly there is a sky, and you've come out of a tunnel, and you're on some just pretty grotty train tracks with high walls
What are you
on
talking
either
about?
side.
There's no sky. There's clouds.
Clouds are in the sky, dickhead. You don't see stars. You do see sky. Bringing the train to a stop. Carrying on. This track will take you to Sheffield Station. After that, Leeds. Make another
Can the
couple of-
jet pick us up on the roof of the train?
Be easier if we were not moving.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier to just park somewhere near a empty lot and let it land there.
I don't think it even needs to land.
We're loading pretty delicate cargo.
That is true. Who's flying the jet? Chase. Would you let Chase fly your jet, Violet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he likes you. Thank you. In fact, yeah, then in that case, the jet is currently hovering over the train. And he'll say, stop the train. go through those trees and that fence to your west. That's where I'm parking. Or
Perfect.
landing.
Start loading up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great.
Okay, I can't resist any longer. She, as after the loading happens, she pulls that horn really hardcore and then rolls into the the jet, and she goes, "I needed that."
Yeah, a few car alarms go off in the streets around you. You can hear helicopters.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Chase will
agreed.
warn you that shit is kicking off.
Other last bit, we did okay, gang.
That went better than I expected, although not as good as it could have.
That was a disaster.
Chase, what does kicking off mean exactly?
We just
Buds-
killed a national hero.
Yeah, lighting up. This is a big deal for the UK.
We've done that a few times already.
This time we were the invaders.
Yeah.
The items, any single item here has the blood of 100, 1,000 people that the British killed to obtain it. I don't have
You can't
a
hear it,
gigantic
but
problem with one death.
Mm-hmm.
I just worry. I just worry that if this gets back to being a Nirvana problem, we've made another enemy.
You know what would be really funny? If Lily had already announced that she were planning on liberating some items from the British Museum. Or already announced that Nirvana were planning on doing it.
You know, if we had gone with my plan,
Of
getting other interested parties and doing a flash mob style heist,
more people would be dead?
yeah, probably, but they wouldn't have, they wouldn't know it's us as readily.
Lily's
I mean,
not
well.
they
announced
still
it.
don't need to know it's us. Like, I think it would be really good if they didn't.
So
Oh,
what she's saying
yes.
is, I can't wear this in public, and she points to the crown that she's currently wearing.
We are
No.
repatriating all of this.
Yes. Carefully put that back in the padded box you got it from.
Summer is British. Very, very small
Not
portion.
anymore.
You want to be really funny? Is if it ended up in a Nirvana museum and just be like, "Hey, we can't give it back. It's in a museum now."
Found it in Lost and Found in customs.
That would be funny, but I think it's better to give everything we can back through like back channels.
Agreed.
After a thorough study of any of the things that I suspect to be paranormal.
Which
You did look for some of that stuff then? Good.
Oh yes, grabbed whatever I could.
I didn't get a chance to look for anything I came for, so I'm glad
Wait,
you
you know
did
my
at least.
cousin?
which direction are you going? West or east?
South.
I
Do
meant
we have a thing to do in Africa?
to get. Are you going straight to do that?
No.
No sense in waiting, right?
We have 2 stops to make before we go. We're done.
Okay.
Stop 1, unload all of the precious loot before we go into a potential combat zone.
That's fair.
Stop 2, we're going to visit a priest and get some weapons blessed, if people are interested.
Yes. Okay.
I know a guy in Greece if you want to swing by there. Although if you have somebody, that would be even better.
Pull out the little guy again. He ain't too traumatized from the owl, but he says he's not gonna be in an open space again.
Not to be that way, but I don't want weapons with blessings of your Christ.
Okay.
Mine is crafted on the spot. I don't think that would work for me.
If you have an alternative way of blessing things, I'm open to that also.
Not unless they want to bless me.
Quick question for Luke.
Yep.
Sanguis has exorcism, religious ritual, and theology. Any of those help with, and also occultism. Any of those help with blessing?
They could, but he can't do them himself, and I don't think they'd count coming through you. But he himself will count as blessed for sure.
Okay. I just wanted to put it out there.
Is there a place left in like Norway or Scandinavia in general where Sigurd can go get like the blessings of Odin?
Yeah, there is. Chase can find you some place on the internet that's kind of expensive, but as legit as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And you could probably
Do
negotiate him to bless a weapon.
Oh, we're gonna get the shotgun blessed by Odin.
Awesome.
Some Viking shamans doing a ritual on a fucking shotgun. It seems like first stop will still be Nirvana, though. Or is it going to be an intermediary country with a warehouse?
Intermediary.
Actually,
like a safe house in Europe somewhere.
Actually, call back. If we go back to Nirvana, we could get to Norway real quick.
Lol. Or if we go to Norway, we can get to Nirvana real quick.
That's true also.
Oh, yeah.
And I suggest Constantinople. I'm sorry, Istanbul. Old habits.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for the drop-off.
A lot of roads leading to just about everywhere, so it would be a very easy place to get the artifacts back towards the rightful owners.
Mm-hmm.
Rightio. To Turkey then.
Probably to Norway first. Just because it's closer.
To
It
Norway.
is much closer. Yeah. Go to Norway. Get some Viking Odin blessings on our weapons.
I don't feel the need to roleplay out the temple scene, but I love the idea of an Odin blessed shotgun. Even if it has no actual effect.
So, you can get to Norway. You have indeed got a safe house here that you can stash up in, and I imagine the shuttle is just in a field somewhere in the woods.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuck yes!
Probably just like a park somewhere.
Sigrid, you get an appointment with the shamans for in a couple of days, so you do get a couple of days in Norway to sightsee, chow down on some pickled herring.
Alright, yeah. Leave it up in Norway. What time of year is it?
Summer. It's right? Oh no, it's winter now. I forget what.
Yeah,
time of year
with
it is.
dead of winter, it is miserable.
Sunday,
Yes.
January 11th. Yes.
It's later than that now. It'll be like a week or two after that. But yeah.
So close to the coldest month of the year.
Mm-hmm. Very cold in Norway right now. Very snowy.
Sigurd's just in a gigantic parka.
The fjord's good though. It's probably good skiing or something.
Piotr is perfectly content.
I think Sigurd winds up going to a bar and drinking a bunch of guys under the table.
Yeah, I bet you do. Probably call Hannah
So,
a few
are we
times.
showing ourselves?
Sigurd's like, not much to show, and then she motions at her parka. All the other people around who are wearing a ton of clothes.
try not to make a giant splash?
Abby and
course
Piotr
not.
will stick out a lot.
Indeed.
I can put on a coat.
Well, I think we're probably going to try to deal with the artifacts over those 2 days.
They get catalogued somewhat. Kadim don't do a great job of that, but you definitely separate out a few magical objects, including one of the British origin things. I'll decide where it is later. Sigurd gets a blessing. It's not cheap, but it is very effective and legit. This guy is ancient, is blind completely. He must be like 90 years old. He was taught this by his dad, who were taught it by his granddad, who were taught it by his mum, who were taught it by her mum, taught it by her dad.
Does he carve cool Nordic runes into the blade and barrel?
No, they get etched using acid,
Yeah.
but they are still on there.
Nice.
He draws the runes,
We do it.
and then they, like, you
If
know,
we do it,
use a laser printer
go ahead.
to print out a stencil, and then they etch them onto the blade with some etching
Still counts.
fluid. Yeah. It's just the modern way
If
to
we're
do
doing
it.
blessings, could I get this done too? Pulls out a frying pan.
I was just deciding what to do, but then I'm reaction rolling it. No. Absolutely not.
Well, this is Shirley.
We do it for Sigrid. Yes, we know who you are. None others among you are deserving of this blessing.
Peter says, well, Darko's asking if he can bless my eyes.
I think Sigurd just stands a little taller and prouder, and I don't know, gives him the Viking arm lock handshake.
He speaks to you in Old Norse as well.
Ooh.
The whole ritual was carried out in Old Norse.
Oh God, somebody I can talk to. Other than that really handsome rich tool that was at that party that one night. God, what a tool he was.
Yeah, I wanted to put my hands places that sun don't shine.
What did I miss?
Oh, we ran into a guy at a party. There was a lot of interest.
He was such a tool.
Yeah, but he was rich.
I'm saying me as a player, I'm confused. I stepped away for a second to round the dogs up.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Uh,
so essentially Sigrid gets a weapon blessed, and then they start shit talking Kadim.
Oh,
because he's the only one that she can talk. She's been able to
Right.
talk Ancient Norse with.
Yeah, because she can talk Ancient Norse to this shaman. Whoa.
bless you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, Grimdark's staying quiet.
I like the idea
But
that
he is
Grimdark
dropping.
was tempted to speak Ancient Norse and then
Yes.
stopped when they said that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
finally,
He-
someone can
he-
speak Ancient Norse too. Other than that tool from that party.
Precisely.
Alright.
But yeah, I will treasure this.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
will. And Piotr, did you ask something? Sorry, we're a bit quiet.
Oh, no. He said, well, there goes asking if he can bless my eyes. That was just what he said.
He frowns. I will bless the axe of a bear. I will not bless a frying pan.
This is Shirley. I've killed 20 dudes with this.
He said ice, not axe. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm not even sure if that's possible.
I could, but it would only last as long as the ice did.
Then it's fine. Thank you.
Nods. And you know why dealings end up done? Move on to Constantinople?
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Or maybe it's Istanbul. And it was Constantinople.
Why'd
Any-
they change it?
I don't know.
If anyone's
Maybe
got
they just liked it better that way.
a date, maybe. Turkey. It's warm. It's a bit sandy. There's a lot of British tourists currently mourning Beefeater. Yes, the news will come out that the British Museum has been robbed. Beefeater has been murdered whilst trying to apprehend the people, one of whom is a citizen of Nirvana and has been identified as Mary Strickler. There's some footage of Mary stood in the back of a train with a sword held out next to someone wearing a helmet and goggles and mask with a shotgun.
Well, girl, I don't think you're gonna be working at the school anymore.
It's going to make it a lot harder to return that stuff.
Ah,
Nirvana is currently kind of disavowing the actions of Mary Strickler, if that even is indeed her. Like, we have nothing to suggest that she's left the country at this point, and we have no reason to believe that she's in London right now.
What we should do, we should send Mary back through the portals.
I go to a news and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm over here in Nirvana. That's not me.
That's legit
might work.
possible. Like, you could get on that quick, because this would have happened technically before the blessing as well.
oh yeah. That's
It should also be stated I'm not a citizen Nirvana, I'm an American citizen. Not sure if that would affect anything with that.
If
A
you're an American
lot.
citizen, then right now you would be dead, probably. Although no, because you got the magic sword, and then...
Yeah.
But you are in the process of claiming asylum in Nirvana, right?
I kind of just fell off the grid in America.
Yeah, you did. So, no, yeah. American citizen Mary Strickler. Huh. No, that's a really
we
interesting
don't dance
side
without
note.
shit.
Well, that changes a few things. So yeah, America's currently denying any involvement, and America is saying that they currently believe Mary Strickler to be in Nirvana, probably.
Yeah, same old story. America always blames Nirvana. Nobody's paying attention to that.
But America's also said
Probably exactly.
they'll work very closely with the EU to attempt to bring Mary Strickler to justice.
Hmm.
well. Do we want to send her back through the portal?
Maybe not right
Nah.
now.
It might not even come up as a thought, given that they
Fair
say
enough.
yeah, because it's not really like a Nirvana having to wash their hands of a case. It's more of just America washing their hands of her and blaming Nirvana
Okay.
for it. But they
Yeah, if
blame
anything,
Nirvana
it
for
might
everything.
might help America's story to send her through.
Yeah, pretty much. By not sending her through, it hurts America's story. Quite.
Alright.
So I'm thinking there's a scene that we don't play, which is in a warehouse involving a lot of stuff being distributed and or being queued up for distribution or sorting later.
Mm-hmm. Stuff getting put into crates carefully. Some of them like climate controlled storage options. Various people have been contacted. Various people have
think-
been hired.
I suppose the other scene that is sort of slipping in the side room or the side door of one of those really impressive Orthodox cathedrals.
Mm-hmm. Guy with a what are they called? I want to call it a sphincter. You know the incense wafter on a chain.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call them?
Brazier. Or brazier?
No, that's just like a fireplace, right? There's a name for the Catholic incense swinger.
Lighter?
Just censor.
Censer.
Yeah, sensor.
Censer. Yes, the incense censer, not the sphincter. And splashing of
I mean,
holy water.
it is a church. It could still be the sphincter.
Chanting.
Oh.
Angry look. They will bless a frying pan here. They're not quite so stuffy as to not bless a frying pan.
Great. Bless it up.
They bless the frying pan.
Violet will get her Frankenstaff blessed.
Frankenstein.
Ah, the Frankenstaff.
Blessed. Still in effect.
Good thing you got that thing.
Kadim's Tonfas.
They get blessed.
I guess Pyotr will get a line to get blessed himself. Or at least his armor if it works for something.
What kind of church is this, Luke?
Orthodox
Catholic, is that?
Christian?
Oh.
Eastern Orthodox, probably.
Yeah. Eastern
Not
Orthodox.
Catholic? My mom. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no. Abby might be. Never mind. I don't know.
You try to decide what religion Abby might have.
It's between like probably Jewish and Catholic if she's from Brooklyn.
I'm feeling Catholic from Abby. I think. But it's a toss up, yeah. Anyways, blessings all around, and Pyotr, they can bless your armor, yeah. They can't. Well, they can bless ice, but again, it'll be gone once it melts.
Yeah. So just the armor would be kind of good.
Great.
All right.
Aye.
Then I think the next stop is Africa.
Cool.
So we know the way.
Terrible.
Mhm.
You know the way.
Well, I know the mountain that it's on. We're going to have to do a little bit of looking around.
This is true. I'm pretty sure your shuttle's equipped with fancier radar than has ever been
Oh, yeah,
used, and
absolutely.
the jungle above it though as well, so should not be too
Like-
difficult.
We might have issues finding a decent landing spot, but
This is true.
Yeah, free fall. If it comes to it.
never again.
Oh, free fall? Okay, bye.
We're still over Egypt.
Roadrunner style. Little mushroom cloud. Alright. Flight to Africa. Couple of GM checks. Abby's Jewish.
Seems that way.
Secular Jewish, I want to say.
Hello.
Like Abby will eat a bacon sandwich.
Probably.
Lord Malley. Lord Malley sounds Jewish.
Alright. Yeah, it's a mountain. I've not really got the map set up for this yet. I wasn't sure.
You were
I
expecting
really
things
didn't
to go a
think you
little
were
bit
going to
more
go straight
different.
to the tomb.
I mean, we don't have to go straight there. Like, we can do something else. That's fine too.
Your guys' choices. We could either make it a super short session this time, or we can look at other stuff first.
I mean, I was expecting that fight to last longer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that too.
Are there any side things people want to sort of play with while we have some time?
I mean, we are. Luke, you can always throw something weird shit at us. We are on a world tour. Like, we were in Norway. Some shenanigans could happen there.
This is very true, you know. A bear and a cartoon girl in Norway showing up, getting items blessed by a shaman. How about another quick break, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes?
Sure.
Think about it a little bit.
Yeah, alright, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we're back in Norway. Rewind, because some interesting stuff is going down in this place. So, it starts off with a visit to Sigurd's shaman. Went as we said, except for one minor detail, in which, as Mary approaches the initial meeting, the blind ancient shaman with the foot-length beard will scream and point and start yelling, "Demon! Evil! Creature! Leave this place! Leave now!" in Old Norse. And someone's translating, you have to go, miss. You have to leave, I'm sorry. You can't be here.
Well, all right then. And she'll take it. She'll walk out the door. Just kind of wait for them. Definitely confused. Probably listening to the sword give whatever excuse he has for that.
And Kadeem, right now you are... What? You're keeping up this grimdark persona while you're with these guys.
That's a good point.
24/7.
Are you wearing the mask?
I feel like it's probably time to come clean, if for no other reason that I can't be grimdark 24/7 on an airplane jet setting around Europe, you know?
Your throat getting sore kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah,
Chase is
I'll
like,
let everybody know.
these guys are safe, don't worry. I'll drop a tungsten rod on them if they try anything, boss.
I thought we decided not to give you that ability.
Yeah, but... Yeah, no, I've totally not got that ability, boss.
You know I don't trust you, right?
Why else would you put me in space, you asshole?
Alright. Then I'll unmask myself.
Is
In
that...
fact, I won't even make a big to-do about it. I'll just take my mask off. Maybe pop into the shower.
Do you take
Like,
the
as the
mask
mission's
off?
done?
No, this is surely right after Sigrid says about that guy with a tool at the party.
Within the hour, yes.
So yeah, he tells you that the blessing will have to be that evening or whatever, Sigrid. And you can come back, and that's right after Mary gets slagged the fuck off, and then you go back to the shuttle, you're talking about that tool, and then you see Grimdark take his mask off, and it's that tool from the party.
Oh, I had feeling.
And then, yeah, you spend the
I
afternoon...
didn't mean to say any of that stuff. You're a nice guy with good taste in everything, and the voice was out of respect.
Oh, quit lying.
I will admit that the name comes off a little over the top. Believe me that in the original Etruscan it makes way more poetic sense. As far as the voice, you all had heard me speak at the fight, so I had to try and do something. And Chase's voice modulator was just horrific.
Well, nice to meet you again.
You know you trust us enough for this.
I still have doubts as to your ability, but not your spirit or your fidelity.
Heart.
Man, he almost paid us a full compliment.
Almost. And he unbuttons his cloak as he goes into the bathroom to take a shower.
You need some help in there? I can get you back.
You hear
She
the
starts
door
walking in
latch.
with you.
Chase
Are,
acts fate
are you
like
seriously still pursuing that?
He has the moolah and is suave. He might be a little angsty, but I can put that past so I can put my hands places that I don't supposed to go.
between his toes.
I think there's some. I missed something there. But that's okay.
Right. Well, fast forward to this afternoon. You're out and about in this little town in Norway. That is remarkably close to like where Sigrid's, not where Sigrid's from, because you're from Iceland, right, Sigrid?
No, Sigurd's just from like way north Norway.
Oh, okay, so this is the general region where you're from then, Sigrid.
Okay.
And yeah, you're reminiscent. You know, the landscape has not changed. A lot of the buildings have. The where the shaman lives is all like old style, so that were super nostalgic for you, and you'll be seeing that again this evening.
Awesome.
But all the
yeah.
views are classic. And yeah, you're in town, and I think you all stop to go in a bar or whatever. Sigrid, you're planning on drinking some people under the table.
Yeah, I think so.
And you open the door and see Ulfid looking back at you with a pair of glasses of beer in her hands, as she drops them both when she sees you. They smash on the floor. Some people cheer, clap, like, hey!
Mother?
Sigrid? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
And then Kadim appears over your shoulder. And she says, what is he doing here?
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
Who the hell are you? What the hell is going on?
I assure
How's
you
that
I'm as in
guy?
the dark
And
as
she-
you are.
She's just like looking at Sigrid, looking at Kadim. And then she looks at a calendar on the wall and says, no one. I'm mistaken. I thought you were someone else. Never mind. Let's have a drink.
You guys are all acting weird. Let's go get a drink. Violet goes inside.
She's sweating. She's like,
Says who's that guy is? And she's pointing to some random dude on the street.
how did you know I'd be here, Sigrid? What are you doing in Norway?
Getting axe blast.
Also changing the timeline, so that's probably why you're confused. Seriously, drinks.
She's like staring
What?
at Kadim. Body language.
What are
like +5 to spot her. Just.
What are you doing here, Mother?
Just, you know, relaxing.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
It is a very relaxing place.
January in Norway.
It's very relaxing. Drinks?
Yeah. And the bartender's like, don't worry about it, Ulfid. In modern Norwegian or whatever. And she replies to him a bit in Norwegian, and yeah, lots of drinks coming out. And also a big bottle of strong vodka gets brought out.
You're just gonna, like, grab, like, a tray of shot glasses and line them up.
Mm-hmm.
Just mead for me, please.
So
Piotr Yuria. That's
yeah,
right.
he said same to the meat.
Oh, right. The bartender, like, looks up at you and it's just like, you're a bear. Polar bear.
Thank you.
You're huge.
Thank you.
Well, here's your meat.
Thank you. He takes a sip. Like, whoa, that's good.
Everyone just kind of, yeah, staring at the polar bear for the most part, I think. except for Ulfi, who's staring at Kadim, which everyone is picking up on except for Sigrid.
I think Kadim will go over and very genially introduce himself. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Kadim,
She blushes.
and he'll give the Viking handshake.
Yeah, she gives it back. And, like, rolls her eyes slightly. And she's, like, darting around. She's sweating. It's like she's in the middle of a weird panic attack right now. It's pretty much the vibes she's giving off.
Do you need assistance?
She's just, like, she's gripping the bar. And, like, breathing heavy. She's like, Sigrid, should we go to the bathroom? Yeah, I really need to piss. Yeah. Let's go, Sigrid. She grabs your hand and just starts pulling you.
I not need to go to bed. All right.
She's like, Sigrid, whatever, I got some great coke. Oh, it doesn't matter, we're just going to the bathroom.
Violet catches Kadim's eye as they head off.
He looks
Wait, did she just say they have coke?
bewildered.
Because if they have coke, I'm going out with them.
One way to find out.
So who's
I
following
want
to
some
the
coke.
women's bathroom?
I like the idea that she comes out of a faucet or something midway through a private conversation.
Yeah, pretty much. I would like to say Abby opens the door to see Sigrid and Ulfeed, and Ulfeed's grabbing your shoulders, Sigrid, one hand on each, staring in your eyes, and she's just finishing saying, "That man, Kadim. Sigrid, he's your father, or grandfather? Is he grandfather?"
I mean, that was just something I was saying.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was
Sigrid,
grandfather.
Sigrid, that man is your grandfather. He's my dad.
What?
That's my father. Out there.
You look nothing like him.
I don't give a fuck what I look like. I know my father when I see him.
How the hell is that possible?
Sigrid, my grandfather. I know my grandfather when I see him. Fuck's sake, this is gonna mess me up.
So he's Sigrid's great grandfather.
Or is it no, Sigrid's great grandfather? So yeah, it is Ulfeed's father. Yes, he's your grandfather, Sigrid.
Okay.
That's your grandfather. You forget, I haven't been born yet.
Oh. Well, who your mom? Who?
Is it me?
Amazing.
I don't know who you are.
We met at the
Oh.
party.
Oh, right, yeah, Abby. No. I don't think so, anyway. Unless you change a lot. She's just like shaking her head. This is not right.
He was in Nirvana. He helped us with a couple things.
She's just like sucking her teeth. She's like,
Now we're fighting demons together.
I don't know if I could do this. I haven't seen him since I was a child.
Yeah, well, apparently he never seen you, so...
Like, tears start welling up in her eyes.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean to do. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that.
She just like grits her teeth and she's like, I know. This is weird for me.
Yeah, I think I know the feeling.
Yeah, but you
Well,
do.
do we tell him?
I gotta tell him. I've got to.
Or has Abby already told all of the bar?
You get some pixie sticks out, Abby.
He's currently on the toilet seat snorting pixie sticks.
Yeah, like tilting your head back and draining them in. It's pretty gross.
Ugh.
You want me to tell everyone? All right. Hey guys, guess what?
No!
Sigrid's got her by a foot from this end of the faucet, but she's popped out the other side of the faucet in the bar.
Yeah. Yes. In fact, perfect.
No, my neck is slowly stretching as I push my way out of the bathroom. Just face.
Yeah, so you say guess what, and then the door like slams on your neck and you choke, and then your head gets pulled back in fast by Sigrid. Let me tell him. Let me tell him. And then she like pulls a little pack of coke out of her bag, does a bump, and passes it to you, Abby. Like, this stuff's real, not sherbet. And then yeah,
You know, that stuff not really good for you.
Sigrid, I don't give it. She just is walking out, opens the door. She's making a beeline right for you, Kadeem.
He notices immediately just because of his combat awareness.
Yep. Yeah, no, you.
And might like drop the hand holding the glass below the level of the bar, so if he has to smack her in the face with it.
She comes to a stop, like, next to you. She's looking down at the ground, and she says, "This sounds crazy, I know, but you are my father. I will not be born for another 96 years. But you raised me until I was 5 and did my first time jump. I haven't seen you since then. You look exactly the same." And she's like still staring at the ground. You see tears dropping onto the floor, anime style. She's clenching her fists. And this is one of the younger Ulfieds that you've seen. Like she must have
Oh, so maybe she didn't know who I was.
Oh yeah, no, she might be from before the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is from before the party, but like after the late 90s. Stupid Ulfeed. And yeah,
No,
also
Ophies
she's
is
come
a
from a different
fantastic
timeline.
character.
I just don't know how that's possible, young lady.
She's shaking her head. She's just like, "Can I hug you?"
Yes. He'll give her a genuine hug.
What you feel back is real. She fully believes that you're her dad.
Does he remember her name, Ulfid?
Yeah.
Ophied.
Okay, you know what? Then he'll hug her tighter, and he's like, I don't know how, but it's good to meet you.
She just sniffs and then turns
Oh, yeah.
to Sigrid's half-finished row of shots and finishes them. And then, yeah, Sigrid is probably walking back over.
Yeah, Sigrid will walk up and just be like, "So have I got one crazy fucking story to tell you?" And then, yeah, just tell Kadeem, like, yeah, she time traveler. But she can't control it. It just kind of happened, and she ends up places. Um, that's where I'm from. Um, she she had me in Norway, but then she couldn't take me with her. That's how I end up back there. And now her lot is like that stupid Quantum Leap show.
No Ziggy to kick ass of, though. I would simply cut off the head of the Ziggy. Then no more leaping. Problem solved, you know?
So you're my
No.
granddaughter.
It would seem so.
He's your
There's
pet
just
pet.
one problem to the story, and that's I've always been sterile. I've never been able to have children.
Technology comes a long way. 2 women can easily have a child. There's a kit from Dunning Technology that comes out in like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, Hannah and I know we have daughters.
Huh.
How you feel about orcs?
You have great granddaughters. They are not good.
Wait, what do you mean orcs?
Hannah's an orc.
Hannah orc.
Oh,
Nanfried, like half orc, crazy time traveler. She gonna be a problem, by the way.
Wilfred, who's your mother?
That I never knew. She died shortly after my birth. She suddenly goes noticeably tight-lipped about something.
And I never told you her name.
You did. I don't think I should tell it to you.
It's like that Back to the Future movie. Can't know too much about my future.
Oh no,
that's
I'm
a good
fading
point.
away.
You don't want to ruin that first date.
Yeah, I'm not gonna push there.
She suddenly holds up like a sleeve with her arm inside it, so it looks, like she's got her arm inside a sleeve, and she says, "Oh no, I'm fading. We shouldn't talk about this."
All right, well, there's only one thing to do.
Drink copious amounts of liquor.
Yeah, let's get fucked up.
Sigurd will at that point, at that particular note, pull out a set of handcuffs from behind her and just whip them both onto one wrist.
Hey guys, who wants to go for a jog? I want to go for a jog. What else can we do in Norway? Skiing? I think skiing is good. What skiing? I like skiing. Skiing downhill.
have
I
her
can't
coffee?
ski though. I think if I
Grab a bottle of liquor and just put it in her mouth and tip back.
No, a funnel, surely. It's always a funnel in this situation for a cartoon character.
Oh yeah.
Or you could just, I suppose, stick the full bottle in upside down under the spin, so it tornadoes into a gob.
Yeah, not a lot of downhill skiing here. It's all cross country.
You could go and see
I could.
the Maelstrom. Giant whirlpool that never stops. They'll kill you.
I mean, isn't it just nighttime perpetually anyway?
This time of the year, pretty much.
It might be pretty dark most of the time at the minute, yeah.
Nonsense. Let's go cross country skiing in Norway in January.
It's dark at 1 p.m. He's like, "We're very lost. We're very cold. Something hunts us."
We can go get coffee. I could use some coffee. I could use some coffee, but I already got it. Oh man, whatever's happening. Oh, I like this feeling. It's good.
You all
good.
get out of my
it's good.
bar right now, you drug addicts.
All right, guys. Next bar. I figure this is like the third bar we've been thrown out of.
Maybe.
Mary's just pouring back shots as we go.
Yeah. You had a short
Better-
break while the axe got etched, and now you're back out on it.
Getter is enjoying the meat and whatever fish snacks they might have. I'm not sure if they have dried salted fish
Oh, yeah.
or mollusks or
Just
not sure.
the variety of seafood available is large. Crabs, fish, lobsters, mermaids, man-maids.
What's that? I don't remember whether or not this is Swedish or from Norway. From Sweden or Norway. What's that thing where they pound the fish a
Filter
lot?
fish.
That is that Norway or Sweden?
I think it's just generally Scandinavian.
It might be both.
Yeah.
It's definitely Swedish.
I think it's Norwegian too, from
fortitude.
Which one's Norway? Is it this one?
Left.
Yeah.
No.
And this over here is Finland, right?
Yes.
And so
And
is
this one's Sweden.
and this is Denmark.
And yeah, Denmark is the one that's connected to Germany.
Got it. Thank yous.
So yeah, we're like Arctic fucking Circle in January.
Yeah.
Like, we were getting looks walking into the bar regardless, just because there's probably a snowstorm.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like strangers in town. Polar bear. We don't question it. Best not to.
Has everyone seen the vampire movie set in like northern Alaska?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't think I have. What's that called?
30 Days
It
of
was
Night.
fucking terrifying.
It's great.
The
You'd
graphic
love it,
novels
Luke.
were pretty horrendous too.
Like if we call the game before we leave Norway, watch it this week. We might have a horror film
Oh.
session next to the game.
I won't know.
I'll definitely give it a watch and give you a resume, CD. Don't worry.
No,
I
I've
mean,
seen it.
Yeah, I mean, don't watch it if you don't like horror
It
movies.
sucked.
Okay.
Speaking of,
I hated it.
you strangers in town. You're at the next bar. It's a weird one. Places don't shut here, but they're also not really ever open. You could just walk into anyone's house if you wanted to. Some of these bars seem to just be someone's house. Like, you see, this one you're in at the minute, there were a big crowd of people stood outside, but when you go in, it's just like someone's living room. There's a bunch of people.
So Violet will reply in Norwegian, but she'll throw up the thing so people can understand Norwegian. Yeah, we are strangers in town looking for. Well, to be honest, I'm kind of curious where she comes from. Gestures over to Sigurd.
Yeah, Sigurd will like take off her parka hood and reveal Sigurd.
A few of them nod, like they clearly know who you are, because, you know, it's like world famous that you're from here, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sigrid were in the 24-hour news cycle for a few weeks straight when she first got defrosted.
Well, and then I think recently she's been in a large chunk of news cycle.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And they'll be like, "It is Sigrid. So it is not coincidence you are here for the beasts."
A beast?
In the forest, there are things roaming, taking the children, draining their blood. It leaves them hanging in the trees.
No, it's definitely not coincidence.
You are here for this, yes?
I am absolutely here for this.
She is now.
Ooh, so close.
That
Really?
acting check.
I thought Swedes were here to just
Shut
sit
up.
low and do some coke.
Shut up.
I mean, we're here for this now. Violet says.
Well, this like ancient Norwegian guy says in English, "No coke, but we have heroin here, even better for Snorty." And he holds out like a big bag of
No,
heroin.
no.
No
We about to
heroin
hunt
for
beast. We don't
Sigrid?
need her all. No, that'd just be a waste of your heroin.
Nuts.
I've never tried heroin. I don't want to try heroin. What's wrong with heroin? Come on, let me have some.
You don't want to try heroin.
Do not
both-
speedball heroin.
It is gateway drug for sure to more heroin.
Mostly just
Yeah,
heroin.
it's a gateway to
And-
more heroin and then losing all your teeth. And then having target workers clean your blood off the stall
Maybe you
walls.
can tell us about the beast.
Mixing heroin and cocaine not going to end well.
John Belushi. The beast. It is curse. Someone else says it is a curse.
Just one?
The whole land is cursed now. There have been 6 taken in the last year. Since Since first full moon of last year, 6 children taken. Most recent last week. And then they were found. They are still in morgue. They have not yet been buried. What skill were you rolling, Kadim?
Whatever would let me try and figure out what creature she might be describing.
Well, you know what creature she's describing. Cursed, Norwegian forest, hangs kids in trees.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a kind of demon.
Well, yeah, I wasn't even rolling the right skill then, was I?
But you still rolled a 17.
I did still roll a 17, that's true.
So, that thing's supposed to be out there in the forest?
Sounds like a Krampus.
Pretty much.
I once did a
No, I
movie
think-
with him.
That's what Kadim is actually saying, because
Wait, those
he's a
are
little
real?
tipsy.
In January?
I'm trying to feed
I
you the
mean-
wrong information as well, also, Kadim. When I say
I
make
mean,
it a demon.
January would make sense.
Wait, we go kill Krampus.
Could Sword roll a demon lore?
Sounds good. Let's kill Krampus. I can kill Krampus. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ho ho ho, motherfucker.
Sword says...
Or by the hair, like, chill.
It sounds like a vampire, a blood drainer, a soul harvester. I'm not wholly familiar with all of the local evil beings, but certainly of the northern ice wastes there are many, and of the dark forests.
So Krampus became a vampire.
Vampus,
She took that in the wrong direction.
Crampire.
Well, if it's a
Crap.
vampire, that's not that big. That's not that bad.
No, yeah, you have killed a lot of vampires in the past.
Used to date one.
You did.
Yeah, you did. Why the... Fucking weird.
What? What?
Dating a vampire.
What's wrong with that?
It's vampire.
Vampires
And?
aren't real.
Oh no, vampires are very real.
I killed a vampire once.
Was it
How do you
Halloween?
did it?
Good for you, Buffy.
Was the vampire quite short? Did he have a little plastic pumpkin?
It was Halloween, and but it was in Transylvania, and you know, like he came popping out and was like, "Blah, I'm gonna get you," and then I was like, "No, you're not gonna get me." And then they chased me around the castle, and then I went through a door, but exited the other side of the door, then went to another door, then went through another door, then went through another door, and then went through another door. But we kept going back and forth between these hallways, and then eventually I went and staked him, and then that was that.
And that was good job, Buffy. Good job.
That was that. 5 by 5.
So, no time like present?
Wait, you know Buffy, but you don't get other references.
I get some.
mean,
I
if you-
would
if you wanna put-
imagine that Lily watched Buffy into oblivion.
Yeah.
That seems like her kind of show.
DVD box set. Buffy on repeat. Sigrid definitely has, like, you know, heard the menu music for Buffy a lot of times.
If you want to add something to the movie night rotation, just let us know.
What's Buffy? It sounds hot.
You're not wrong.
She was.
I'm all about Cordelia and Angel. And also,
I'm all about Angel and Spike.
oh yeah, no,
Oh,
Spike is
wow.
pretty amazing.
Mostly about Spike.
Spike.
Yeah,
I'm all
Spike,
about
100%.
It's so problematic,
with that-
but it's just
With
weird.
that, Luke, maybe? Sorry.
Go on, no, go on.
I was about to say, if we're going to start a Krampus hunt, it might be time to call it.
Yeah, I am. I am kind of feeling like pretty much call it because I would indeed like to look at a Krampus hunt in Norway.
Awesome.
Sweet. Well then, yeah, I think some drinking gets done, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be drunk for the Krampus hunt, for the record.
Oh yeah.
Weapons get blessed.
It does seem traditional.
Get drunk and hunt a Krampus. That turns out to be whatever's
Oh,
in
we're gonna
30
have to
days
try
a
pretty
night.
hard here.
I mean, I'm confident we can get drunk,
Like
possibly with the assistance of handcuffs.
I've seen so many horror films. I don't know how I could have not seen it, but the name is ringing no bells to me.
There's a sequel, so be sure not to watch the sequel first.
What's the sequel called?
I
31
forget.
Days a Night.
I didn't even know there was a sequel.
I didn't either.
Look at you. Yeah. I mean, you liberated so much shit from the British Museum, kinda. But no points yet because you've not stemmed the altar with that magic mask.
Really, I don't mind the slow pace of points at this point.
Same.
Yeah.
We're pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty yonkers. Pretty powerfuls. Oh, I've
Oh
got
right, that's why
17
you've never
and a
heard of it.
points of disadvantage to spend. Nice.
You do?
I'm gonna have to be lucky at that. I'll have a glancey. I'm probably not gonna tell you what I've given you straight away either, but it will come up very quickly, and I'll let you know what's happening to you at least when it does happen.
I should probably also just mention openly that Kadim is very wary because he has experience with the sword and possession in general, and the more evil you act, the more he is going to be likely to try and do something about it. Like,
I mean,
I'm
as
not
long as you're
generally a
upfront about.
I'm not generally a fan of inter-party conflicts when it could lead to blows, but I feel like this is just the kind of thing that is going to happen.
Hey, it's fine. I get it. The character was not made to last very long. Honestly, the fact that she's still alive, amazing to me.
She'll probably less be acting evil
Okay.
and more just going a bit mental, breaking.
She's crossed the evil threshold enough times that I'm metagaming to not be doing something about it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah.
The correct action is murder her, lock the sword somewhere where nobody else gets it.
Send it to the sun.
Yeah, that evil possessed sword.
Sword too creepy. Deal with a
Well,
sword arc coming up
It's
soon,
not
maybe.
creepy. It's
I,
evil.
I definitely have a feeling that like Sigrid is starting to feel similarly to Kadim after just watching Mary just stab the beefeater.
And the shaman's reaction to her is definitely
Yeah.
the most visceral thing you've seen yet.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere
yeah.
immediately.
A mark in her defense is that when she stabbed the beefeater, she probably looked surprised.
She did look very surprised. And, like, legit, Mary, you were probably like, did not mean to do that. Whoops.
No, it was entirely not intentional.
Alright.
It was meant to be more of a stopping maneuver, and it ended up being a killing maneuver.
The smirk that followed shortly after didn't help, but there probably was no smirk.
Lol.
There was no smirk.
That was just blood that, like, smeared with lipstick to make it look a bit like smirk.
I don't afford lipstick.
Roger
The
that.
blood formed on her lips as lipstick in a way to form a smirk.
Joker smile.
My wealth is 73 cents.
Nice.
I have no money.
Legit.
You probably own debt.
Yeah. Your wealth is 73 cents in change and like negative 5k in the bank. And then a bunch
Some
of maxed
lunatic
out
gave you a credit card
cards.
once.
Yeah. Any final scenes people want to do? Sidey things, flashbacks, flash forwards.
Oh.
Theater.
Doesn't seem like it.
No, no,
Nah,
I
I don't
don't
think
think so.
Yeah, no. It was a pretty complete session.
Cool. I have got a slight post-credit scene. Flash forward. It's a pretty futuristic-looking house and room. There's a young blonde girl there. There is Kadeem there. He looks upset, but solemn, stern. He's crouching. The young girl's crying. She's like, I don't want to go, Dad. And he's like, I'm sorry, but it's the only way you can survive. You will meet me again. I'm gonna miss you. I love you. And then he presses a button as he's hugging her, and there's a pop, and she disappears. Right as, like, the house is ripped away in a tornado of fire, and we zoom out to see demon devastation of the planet. And, like, the echoing laughter of evil Sigrid in the background. The Berserker. And yeah, with the Kobold Cafe, I was the GM Luke. We had Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Violet, and we robbed a museum.
We robbed we robbed everything. We had Terra.
Everybody, I played Abby normally, and she's on coke, so she talked really fast, and she's gonna have an interesting time doing hunting next week.
We should all buy some stocks, guys. Why aren't we trading on the stock market? James.
Hey, I am James. I play Sigrid, the Berserker, and she's gonna be the doom of humanity.
You already have been so many times in so many universes. We had Everoth.
Hello, I'm Severoth, playing Pyotr, and he's just having one really nice meat of a time.
You're pretty much loving this, Everoth. You wouldn't mind retiring to Norway, I think, is how you're feeling. We had CD.
Hey, I'm CD. I was playing Mary Strickler. I think she's evil now.
Yeah, party may murder her and throw the sword in a volcano at some point. And we had Pep, Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Kadeem in Grimdark, and I'm no longer going to struggle with remembering which vernacular he uses because I keep always wanting to use the sort of English Oxford style. Yeah. So now I can do that as Grimdark too.
Nice.
Cool. We'll be back with this next week, Friday. Is there plans for Spelljammer on Tuesday?
There is indeed plans for Spelljammer on Tuesday.
Cool. So Tuesday, Spelljammer. Everybody say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.